Hey everybody, this is Alicia for your positive message for today. Today, try to be as short as possible because it's time for me to get out of here. At home in the kitchen, chilling with my niece this morning, and the topic today is going to be short and change. I got a couple scriptures that I want to read in reference to why I'm talking about change today. The first one I'm going to read is Hebrews 13 and 8, and it reads, Jesus Christ the same yesterday and today and forevermore. I read that and I chose that scripture today because we talk about change a lot, and we tell people, oh, nobody can change you, be yourself, do what you do, be you, boo. That's a big thing. But sometimes in life change is inevitable, and it's what's needed. um and I read that scripture because we supposed to be like Jesus, and we Jesus was the best example for us, right. So I'm put amen on that. So as we read that scripture, it says that Jesus Christ was the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. We know that Jesus came, he was perfect. There was no change that was needed. So he didn't have to change. There was nothing he needed to do to improve upon. He was all man and all God. He was perfect. So best example, right? Yes. Now what I'm gonna do is read Romans 12:1 and 2. And it reads, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the miracles of God, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Now, I chose that because I'm reading that to use for the call or the will to change sometimes. You know how people say, well, oh, that's just so and so, or that's just the way they are, and that's just who they are, and that's just how they are. Sometimes the way you are, or just how you be, or whatever, needs to change. If you're not using your body as a living, y'all know I do one take. So if you're not using your body as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is our reasonable service, then change needs to be made. So if you're doing things that is not acceptable or holy unto God, then some things need to change. Am I talking to myself today? Sure am. Am I encouraging myself today? I sure am. Am I motivating myself? I sure am. I hope that you are too. So what I'm saying today is that if we're not living, especially those that are believers, now this is for believers, if you are not living your life holy and acceptable unto God, or making your body a living sacrifice, then change needs to be made. And in verse 2, it talks about, y'all, I got to keep putting my reading glasses on. It talks about and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, and that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So we have to make sure that we're not taking the things of this world, changing us to be something that we're not, changing us to be something that is not holy and acceptable unto God. Am I preaching this morning? No, I am not. I am simply talking about change, why change is needed, why it's necessary. If we are not doing those things that are making us holy and acceptable to God, then guess what? We need to change. I don't care about that's just you, or that's just how you are, that's just the way you do things. It does not make a difference. If we are believers, then we need to make some changes. And I said we because I throw myself in there. There's some changes that Alicia needs to make too. I know that. And I'm going to take ownership of that and begin to do those changes. So today, my positive message for you today is to search yourself, search your heart, search your mind, search your soul to see what it is in you that needs to be changed. All of us have some things in us that needs to be changed. Only God, Jesus was perfect. He was perfect. And that is the example that we are trying to follow. So, with that being said, y'all know that I love you. Making this a short one and a sweet one about change. I'm trying to keep this glare out the video because that's kind of distracting. We need to make some changes. So search yourself. Begin to think about some things that you can change within yourself, about yourself. The way you do things, the way you say things. Yeah, I think that was a good encouragement. I'm encouraged today. So that's my positive message for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it did something for you. So let's reach into ourselves and not be conformed unto this world, but get our minds transformed by the renewing, get transformed by the renewing of our minds so that we can be acceptable and do the perfect wills of God. So y'all have a great super day. It's kind of nice out. It's a little chilly, but it's kind of nice out. I'm going out to make some changes. See y'all. I love everybody. Y'all know that. Bye.